Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be covering a lower body session. Just going to give you my tips and cues for each exercise. So if you do go on to enjoy that and get some good knowledge out of this video, definitely leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more future content. And then comment any questions, comments below, concerns that you might have, but going to keep a lot of this footage raw in between each set, and I'll give my cues for each lift before we actually do perform them. So starting out with deadlift, super important to keep a proud chest. A lot of barbell lower body exercises, that is a great cue. And then also engage your lats, especially off the floor. That'll keep your upper body in a good position. Keeping the bar tight to your shins is also good for leverage. And then also I use a squat then hinge, so I kind of think of it as two different exercises, but make sure that you are not allowing your hips just to shoot up, as that will put you in a awful position and just create awful leverage in the deadlift. Without further ado, gonna let this deadlift set roll, and I'll catch up with you on leg press. For leg press, having a full range of motion is super important. And also pressing through that midfoot to heel will make sure that your legs stay engaged the whole time and your calves don't try and take over for a second or two. So good to keep that tension. Also just driving the knees out at the bottom. Don't want to cave in ever with your knees. And then also make sure to not lock out your knees at the top. That could result in some fairly gruesome injuries. With that being said, pretty straightforward with leg press, just nice, slow, eccentric also. Up next is leg extension. Two big cues for that is just have a full range of motion. Make sure you get a full stretch. Allow your legs to curl as much as possible while still holding that weight and keeping tension in the leg extension. And then also just control the eccentric as much as possible. This is my third and final set, so I'm a bit fatigued, so my form is not perfect, but just do your best to control the motion the whole time, and it'll create a nice burn in the legs. Lunges is one of my favorite just overall leg building exercises. So a couple of cues for lunges: having a proud chest whole way through, having a nice long step in your lead foot, and that'll allow you to push through that heel and midfoot, engaging your glutes, your hamstrings, and your quads. And then just try and ensure that that front leg is doing a majority of the work, if not all the work, and only use that back leg essentially for balance sake. Just great exercise and a good finisher for my legs. very inconsistent with calf raises, to be honest, but a couple of cues I do use when I get them done is a full range of motion and then having that full stretch at the bottom. I'd like to hold the contraction just for a second at the top, and then also just controlling that eccentric is super important. I feel like time under tension is a big predecessor in whether your calves will actually grow or not, and I understand the struggle of having small calves, that is for sure. Last but not least in the workout is abductors. Super important for overall leg development, just aesthetics, especially in bodybuilding. Adds a whole lot of volume to your legs so they look a lot better. So definitely train your abductors if you don't already. Big things with abductors: control the motion the whole time. They're definitely a sensitive muscle that is susceptible to injury. Use the best full range of motion that you can without it ultimately being painful. I am personally not the most flexible person, so my range of motion might look different from yours and to the next person their own. So super important with that. This is the last exercise, not going to draw out the video at all. So once again, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. It does mean a whole lot. If you did go on to enjoy it at this point, make sure to leave a like, comment down below any questions, comments, concerns you have about training or the different cues that I use, or if you want some different tips on different exercises, I'd be more than happy to share my different cues for those exercises. But once again, just thank you so much for watching the video and have a terrific day, and I'll catch you in the next one.